My name is Sheneika Smith. I'm the Vice Mayor of the city of Asheville. I was elected in 2017, and my work at the time was really entrenched in racial justice, specifically around the area of community healing. The work has translated a lot to the policymaking and decision-making level. I'm just from the school of, I'm hesitating a little bit because I'm from the school of thought that no one person or one role or organization can really bring about the change that we need to see, that roles work, they're very interconnected. So as a policy maker or a city leader, I look to activists, advocates, and helpers and healers to work together to inform the decisions that we make on the city and policymaking level. Without that, it can be really isolated, and when you're engulfed in government and not have your ear to the community or have friends, trusted ones, constituents, or even people who might not appear to be in the best interest of your train of thought or the community, that all informs and helps move past some of the blind spots that we're on the government level, because it can be such entrenched work. At the very beginning, the work was purposed in me with just a very fundamental thing in mind. There are a lot of organizations in Asheville that do good work. There are a lot of activists and advocates who do the heavy lifting. But in 2017, I started to have this ideological shift about my leadership and understanding that a lot of the resources and decisions and the fate of the community, the sustainability of a lot of our ideas and organizations in the community at large, they don't always come only from the community level, that we needed someone in the higher seats of power. Race has a long-standing history in America and throughout the world, and it's kind of hard to even quantify the impact. But at this venture, I'm working on shifting my mindset to the now. Where are we now in relations to the pandemic, in relations to the switch in administrative power, in relations to what we have on the table right now in our county and city reparations. So everything right now that I really appreciated about Asheville and the tremendous work that we've done around racial equity training was a lot of information, a lot of book clubs. We are a wealth of information. How do we design the context for our now? We still have to, in spite of some of the indifferences, we still have to work to be a high involvement community. And that's going to come from people with diverse ideas, people with very obscure beliefs, and sometimes naysayers. But I'm of the persuasion that when you're a highly involved and engaged community, which I think we are in some sense, we're not as connected, but once we start to strengthen our connections, then I think we can perform at higher levels when it comes to actually moving the needles. But we're very siloed in all the beauty and in all the good work. We are a resource wealthy city, and I believe that you have to sometimes make a good case for or explain your why. And I think our why for moving forward in the fight for racial justice, I think is found in the context of collective liberation. Like, I think there is a saying that's often used, and I'm trying to pull it right now, that a rising tide should lift all boats. It's just a very, it's the art of explaining or making a case so that all of us are able to, as an entire world, because as we talk about the pandemic, it's bringing us into more of a world view. Then we have more of a world view if we're able to make a case about what Blackness means to the human race. The fundamental thing, and I've said this before because it's just the train of thought where I am right now, is that we're going to have to make amends relationally, and in order for us to design context for our now, we have to negotiate some of the wrongs, and I'm talking about relationship-wise. And to be able to come together and feel psychologically safe to talk about our indifferences, to talk about our blind spots, to bring forth our difficult truths. We are a very powerful community, and I'm not being an optimist in saying that it's a reality. So I think we need to work at the fundamental level of being good to our neighbors.